I know there's been a lot of crap coming out of the White House, fast and furious. It's almost like explosive diarrhea. So you might have missed this little morsel. It's officially called the Task Force to Eradicate Anti-Christian Bias. And this task force is going to identify and eliminate anti-Christian policies, practices, or conduct. I think this was announced at the National Prayer Breakfast, which we should not have, by the way, but we do. And Trump was there, of course, and he said that this agency is going to fully prosecute anti-Christian violence and vandalism in our society and to move heaven and earth to defend the rights of Christians and religious believers nationwide. So here's the question. Is speech violence? You could argue that it is at times, but oftentimes it's argued that it's violence when it isn't violence. And I have a feeling this is going to be one of those cases. I 100% expect there to be prosecutions of individuals who are just exercising their freedom of speech, and they're going to be called violent against Christianity. Then Trump also said, if we don't have religious liberty, then we don't have a free country. That's a terrible imitation of him, but that's correct, Mr. Vice President Trump. But we also don't have a free country if I don't have the freedom of speech to criticize any religion. Notice that he's not concerned about Jews or Muslims or Hindus or any other religious group in America. He's only worried about Christians and their persecution fantasies. So there is going to be trouble because of this. But what I recommend in the meantime is do not obey in advance. Do not stop saying what you say on social media. People like me, Trump is hoping that we're going to obey in advance, that somebody like me is just going to be afraid and say, ooh, this law might apply to me, I better pipe down. No, I'm not going to do that. It'll be a lot easier for this administration to take away your freedom of speech if you give it to them willingly. So do not obey in advance.